Alright, guys, so the time has come. Blizzcon virtual tickets have now been released. And there is the most epic of loots, but at the same time, there's a lot of downfall and a lot of criticism. So, with your virtual ticket that you're paying $49.95 for, you're going to get in World of Warcraft, you're going to get the Whomper skin, or transmog, for your character, where you can be in a giant ass Whomper onesie, along with the Finduin pet and the Lady Sylvanas, which, good God, why, why is Blizzard doing this to us? Why would Blizzard give us a Lady Sylvanas themed Murloc? I'm pretty sure the devs worked on it for a while, and I give them all the most respect on that. But if they knew how the story was going to arc for the Horde, why would they give us a Lady Sylvanas Murloc? Anyway, $50 for the virtual ticket. Because BlizzCon is coming up rapidly on November 1st and 2nd. And for all the people that don't get to go to the Anaheim Convention Center, you can at least watch it from the comfort of your own couch, which I'm going to be one of them. Me and my wife. And in Overwatch, they're going to give you the Tyrande skin for Symmetra, and a Genji Illidan themed skin for Genji. Now, I'm sorry if you haven't been keeping up with Overwatch. I apologize, but they've been giving Illidan, or giving not Illidan, been giving Genji a lot of skins. He's gotten the Summer Festival skin. He's got the what is it? The Kagome, or not the Kendo skin, and now this they're giving him Illidan. Like, I don't know. I'm a Reaper main, like a Reaper Bastion. Which, thank you Blizzard for giving me the Lego Bastion, which was cool and all, but I never play Lego Bastion because he's just so goofy looking. Moving on from the Blizzard, they are also giving you in Hearthstone, you're going to get a mystery golden legendary card. They have yet to announce what that golden legendary card is, but you're going to get these skins for Hearthstone, which is really cool. I mean, card backs are nice. Everybody likes card backs. StarCraft 2, you're going to get the Terran unit skin, the Zerg unit skin, the Protoss unit skin, and you're also going to get the classic battle cruiser portrait, the classic ultralask portrait, and the classic courier portrait, which is really cool. Like, I enjoy people that play StarCraft. It's not my cup of tea. Ever since Warcraft came out and I had, the option of playing the RTS style, it's never been one of my big things to play RTSs, but I definitely enjoy people. I definitely enjoy watching people that play RTSs, and that's kind of like their, hats off to them. Heroes of the Storm. Now, this game has been neglected for a long time. Celestial Deep Crawler mount. So another mount for Heroes of the Storm. And a BlizzCon 2019 spray and a BlizzCon 2019 portrait for your people in that. And at the same time, they have yet to say anything about Diablo, because I feel like they're still on the wraps and they're still on like the backdraft of the whole Diablo Immortal mobile game, which I'm totally cool with that. Like, you try to get a monopoly and everything. As a video game designer, you want a monopoly and everything, and they've got the RTS, they've got the first person shooter, they've got, the MMO, they've got the dungeon crawler, they've got, all these games that are really inspirational for all the different various type of people that like playing them. But they have yet to release any information about the Diablo thing, which is kind of a letdown, but at the same time, I can understand it. But for that price, I think that we should at least get a goodie bag other than the whole 15-year, um, other than the whole 15-year thing. Like, there's a lot of, good loot in this, but I just feel like, they're skimping out on a lot, and it's understandable. So, moving on to other news in the World of Warcraft scene, because that's where I spend most of my time. We are in this limbo right now, where it comes down to: are you a Horde supporter? Are you a Alliance supporter? Or are you a Sylvanas loyalist? Which I personally am not. Sylvanas kind of did us wrong, especially whenever she said, the Horde is nothing. Like, I flipped my lid on that one. Like, I was mad. I was extremely mad about that. But, the thing that I have to say is, we don't know Sylvanas' intentions. We don't know what she's planning, what she's going to do next. We do have an idea, and there's been a lot of speculations on Wowhead and stuff to confirm those ideas, but nothing's been set in stone. It's understandable. I understand that. We don't really know till the devs kind of give us this. 8.2.5 was a patch, but a very big content update as well. So the thing is, do we go to the Ghostlands and fight Sylvanas, or is this old god that we've been hunting down going to be our next in-game boss? And then, are they going to release it before or after BlizzCon? Because that's the main thing. So on November 23rd, they released the 15th anniversary for World of Warcraft, which is going to have a lot of content and a chance to win the Deathwing Drake Mount, which is really cool. I like it. I think it's enjoyable. But I think that our next step in World of Warcraft is going to be the next expansion, because that's all there is to do. Like, you had all these other games and it went 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and the next expansion dropped. 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, next expansion. So that's kind of like the whole tradition for Blizzard games, or for WoW in general. So I'm thinking that this is going to be an expansion announcement at BlizzCon for 2019. And the reason I say that is because, where do we go from here? Like, after we defeat the old god, which I expect to be an 8.3, where the final raid, we're going to be stuck in the limbo. So how does Blizzard hype us up? How does World of Warcraft hype us up to get into that next expansion? They're going to go, hey, we got one more raid for you guys to do, and then after that, here's a preview to the next expansion. And we won't know, and this is just my speculation for it, but I think BlizzCon's going to announce the next expansion for World of Warcraft. We've been playing Battle for Azeroth for roughly a year and a half, and they've been saying, we're going to start giving you more content, more stuff, faster. The dev team's working harder and harder. Well, they're working harder and harder, and the art's getting amazing, but the content's not going the way we want it to. So I feel like, their next step for their veterans, the veterans that aren't jumping into the WoW Classic scene, because that's a whole another ballpark. We've already been through there. Me personally, I went through that. I did that. That was 1 through 60. I did that grind. I'm not going to do that grind again. Not again. So, at BlizzCon, I believe they're going to announce the next expansion. And I want to talk a little bit about some of the quest lines that are in this 8.2.5. First off, what is this? What is this potion that I picked up from Karazhan that fends off the old gods? What do I do with this? Like, it fends off all the old gods, but at the same time, is it going to defeat the old god, or what? And another question: where the hell is the Black Prince? The Black Prince should have been found by now. You know, you get back there and, you know, you give the papers to Mother, and Magni, you know, he says, well, did you find the Black Prince? And we were like, no, not particularly, but we got this cool ass potion. You know, hey, this potion, it fends off old gods. But so that's my biggest thing is what's going to happen next? Where is the story going? It's really intriguing, don't get me wrong. But where does the story run from here? Like, where do we go along the lines? So, on that note, let's jump over into the Overwatch scene. The Titans and Shock went up against each other for the grand finals, and lo and behold, Shock came out victorious. Let me switch my hat for that one. Now we're in the mode. So, moving on to the next news. In Overwatch, the grand finals that came up, and it was a good battle. You know, Vancouver was giving it their all, and you know that's all they can do. They've done their best. But the team that came out on top was the Shock. You know, they were victorious, and it was a good match and a good battle, and I give it to both of them. They tried their hardest and they did their best. But in the end, the big orange truck came through and annihilated them because nobody was expecting it. Like, I was personally expecting Vancouver to come out on top. They were doing so good this season. They had every opportunity to be the best. But when push comes to shove, you know, sometimes you get that shock factor, and Shock won it. Like, they came out victorious. So I give it to the Shock. And I expect to see a lot of really good games going into BlizzCon. And I would say that Vancouver is going to be kicking and screaming to try to get that trophy. Shock's already got that nostalgia, not really nostalgia, but they've already got that, you know, that oomph they need, that go-go juice, because winning the grand finals is like a big accomplishment for that team. But Vancouver, I don't think they're going to go down friendly. Like, this is going to be a match to be reckoned with. That was a very good fight between both teams, and I think that the Shock might win, but Vancouver, I feel like, is going to make a definite comeback. So, recap on the whole BlizzCon tickets. If you buy virtual tickets to the convention for BlizzCon 2019, you're going to get the Genji Illidan theme skin and the Tyrande Symmetra skin, which is really cool. Like, I don't ever play any of those characters. I don't even have a Funko Pop of Symmetra, so. But in the latest news, this is BlizzCon. BlizzCon's in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. BlizzCon comes up, and it's going to be a fight to the finish. So that's all the news I have for World of Warcraft for today. I'm going back to WoW.